too much to eat. So sleepy. Oh, well, this is Jamie. This is slightly embarrassing, but I think we might be. I think we might be on.
Oh no!
I think.
Hello.
Sorry. Oh, hi everyone. Sorry, we're a bit late. Yeah. Hi. You all right, Jamie? How you feeling?
Yeah.
Sorry,
right.
you've just caught us after quite a busy and food-fueled afternoon. Hello, everyone, and welcome to FAB Live.
To what number?
19, I think, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Because we missed out a couple of months.
So tired.
And we've had quite an afternoon, haven't we, Jamie?
Well,
No, I don't mean that.
Can we just leave it at that?
Yeah. No, we're feeling a bit sleepy because we've been very well fed this afternoon. Haven't we? Well fed and watered.
Yep.
And you'll hear all about that a bit later on when we tell you more about it. Because we've had. You need to turn the sound down.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I'm listening.
Because
Right.
yes. Yes, we've had a great day, and we'll tell you all about that later. Welcome everybody to FAB Live. Here we are again. You know us by now, don't you? I would think.
They might not.
Well, you're.
I've forgotten. I'm so tired. I'm Jamie Anderson.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm Richard James. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And
Now-
if you want to follow us on Twitter, then here are our Twitter things.
Oh yes. Well
But don't go
done.
there now.
No. That's right. No. Now I'm just going to head straight over to Facebook because I'm going to share,
Oh, yeah.
as you can at home, your. Morty Vicker says, methinks you did look at the wine list.
No.
Yeah, well, we'll come to that later. Where I'm going to share this Fab Live broadcast with all my chums on Facebook. And you can do the same to make sure that we get as many viewers as possible.
I'm doing it now as well.
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now. There we are. Share. Excellent. Share now. Perfect. There we are. So please do the same if you're watching us on Facebook, which I'm assuming you are. You might be watching us after the fact, but if you're live, hit share so all your mates can see us as well. And what a packed evening we have for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Both packed and fascinating. Every step of the way.
What a fab actor Richard James is. Sleeping and everything, says Peter Brogan. I know. Thanks, Peter. Oh, yeah, that's definitely on my CV. Sometimes I can walk and talk at the same time.
Really?
Yeah. Keith Roberts says, done. Thank you, Keith, for sharing. Please do. Scott Anthony Bicleaky, who we know well, I shared just before you guys for once. Thank you, Scott. That's fantastic. Be seeing you next week as well, by the way, or rather later this week. Ross Patterson said he's already shared. Emma Nichols says she shared us, which is lovely, which means we are going all over the world.
They're doing it quicker than I am. I'm still trying to share it.
On Facebook. So, we have all the usual stuff this evening, of course. We have your lovely comments. Will Farrell says, I'm sharing later. Why?
Got to share it now, Will.
Yeah,
or it's
why,
no good.
Why save it till later? Hello, chaps. Good to see you, says James Beckett. Hello, James. Andrew Sierra, please don't try to sleep on the job. Well, you know, we've had a bit of a full afternoon and we are feeling a little bit sleepy tonight. So it's up to you to keep us energised and on the ball, really, isn't it? With your lovely comments and questions.
Yeah, we'll try.
So, what do we have coming up? We've got some fantastic news from the Gerry Anderson universe, of course. All the usual stuff. I mean, there's some pretty big news this month, isn't there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, there's pretty big news. Thank you, Duncan Moss, for sharing. And we have some lovely viewer emails that were sent to fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk.
We've got loads of those, haven't we?
Yeah, lots of questions, lots of pictures from a certain event at MCM Comic Con in London a couple of weekends ago, or last weekend.
Don't know what that is.
Don't know what that could be, no. And we've got, well, everyone's favourite two games. Fab or Fib.
Yeah, and Blankety
Blank.
Blank. I mean,
What?
everyone's favourite two out of the two available is what you mean.
That's right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, we have a special report from our adventures this afternoon at the King's Arms pub in Cookham.
Yes, we do.
Don't we?
It was a very special mission, and we really took one for the team.
Yeah, indeed we did.
By
That's
going
true.
there.
That's true. And on top of all that, we've got big Rat Bytes from Chris Dale. I mean, that sounds like a really full programme, doesn't it?
It is a full programme, but we'll still make it feel
Really
like
long.
There's zero content, and it goes on for hours.
Now, who's that said they were listening to the podcast at work there? Look, that's Jen Whitley. Whitby. The big news made me smile this morning whilst I was listening to the podcast
So
at
she
work,
knows the
Jen.
big news already.
Yeah, I think a lot of people know
The big
about
news is
it.
that Richard has had a haircut.
That's right.
Since the last one.
That's right, exactly.
so-
That's very big news. So thanks for joining us. If you don't know about the Gerry Anderson podcast, I'm sure we'll be covering that a bit later as well.
I think I remember to put that in.
Yeah, good. And don't forget, you can comment as you are doing. I'm at the California DMV watching. Thank you.
Are you in the queue at in the line? They'd say in California.
Okay,
they would say
yeah.
queue.
That's from Christina Sales. Hi, Christina. Nice to see you. Robert Monk. I've made sure I'm watching the right video feed this time.
If you're watching this anywhere other than the Gerry Anderson Facebook page, we can't see what you're typing and saying. So
Yes.
make sure you click on the actual video itself and come back to the Gerry Anderson Facebook
Yes.
page. Because last time people were writing
They were
comments
complaining.
and saying, "Yo, you're horrible. You didn't read anything. You didn't notice it." Well, we couldn't see it.
Yeah, that's right.
So thanks for making sure you're on the right one, Rob Monk.
Yeah, Ross Patterson says, have you two seen many fireworks this weekend?
We saw some out the window when we were getting ready for this.
That's true. And I heard some when I was on stage in Buxton on Saturday night. They interrupted our performance. I say improved our performance, probably.
Look what Steve Bushell said, Richard.
Yes. Hopefully not as full as your SD card. Lol. Thank
Do you
you,
want to
Steve.
explain to the nice people
No,
about
I
that?
shall leave it to you to visit the Gerry Anderson podcast episode, which dropped this morning, number 21, and you'll see exactly what Steve means by that.
Yeah, it was 21.
Very
wasn't it?
cruel comment.
Um,
Yeah. So, hello everybody, and welcome once again, Jonathan Pilgrim. Hi from Rotherham in South Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Good evening, guys. Says Joanna Hollis. Hello, Joanna. And look, there's Johan Huth. Ooh, I was going to go back to bed after calling in sick, but I can put that off to watch you good gentlemen.
We can't promise to make you feel any better.
No.
May make you feel worse. But we'll do our best not to.
Thank you for joining us. That's really nice.
I'm having trouble finding a Thunderbirds beanie. Well, it won't be for long, Will Farrell. They're back very soon.
Oh, nice. Is this something on the in the shop that was available?
Back
great.
soon.
Yeah, very
Peter
good.
Durnan's back from Goa.
Oh, yes, he has a... Yeah, that's right.
Sent us that nice picture of the cocktail in Goa while
That's
we've been
right.
working our socks off. Stuart Bannerman, great
Great
to see you again.
guys again. Hi,
too.
Stuart. Yeah, nice of you to drop in.
And Nick
That's really
McCarthy's
good.
just finished a pizza.
Wow! Well, thanks for... Actually, I was about to say thanks for sharing some with us, but...
No, we don't need any more food.
No, because we had a 5-course meal already this afternoon. James Pilson Wood, think I'm on the right one. Can you see this? Yes, James. We can. So thank you for joining us on
Today's
the right
podcast was excellent, says Mark.
Excellent, yeah.
That's because we did it twice. Anyway,
Yeah.
all these lovely people saying nice things. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
And if you've just joined us, then share,
Yes.
please.
Yes. Hit share on Facebook, absolutely, so all your friends can see it too. That's right. Yeah, great. So, I mean, what do we do now?
Oh, I can't remember. It's been a month.
Well, we do a bit
of
of news, don't we? Do you want to do that first, or...?
Yeah, should we do the news?
Yeah. Okay.
News?
Yeah.
Have we got our own theme tune for it?
Well, that... No, we can't... No, we
No,
can't do that. No.
No, okay. Right, so it's first up, it's the Gerry Anderson news.
It's going well tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going great. Here we go.
There we are. Steve Bushell says newsy news. I have no idea what he means. What can he mean by that?
know either.
Newsy news?
No, never heard
Very
of it.
strange.
Although there's quite a few people saying newsy news, which
Oh,
is
yeah,
strange.
you have newsy news. That's strange. Yeah, it's very odd, isn't
Already
it?
have Richard's song in my head.
What song could Jen possibly mean?
I don't know, but I don't think there's any need for a live performance.
No, not tonight. No.
Mark
please.
Simpson Wedge, newsy news.
Here we go. It's catching on. Those of you that have no idea what they're talking about, well, you need to start listening to the Gerry Anderson podcast, don't you? Which you can find on iTunes and Stitcher and Spotify and YouTube. Make Richard do the news theme, says James Pillswood. No, that's not for Fab Live. That's solely the preserve of the podcast, isn't it? We can't start mixing and matching, can we?
No. It's very discreet, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Separate
Adressier,
things.
hashtag newsy news. Anyway, let's not talk about newsy news. Let's actually talk about the actual news.
Okay, well, shall we activate the news ticker?
Oh, right. Let's go for it.
Okay, pretend to do something down here.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh, that's it. That's the
We're
ticker.
officially in the news section now.
Right, okay. Now, we do have to be serious, don't we? Because we've got some pretty big news.
Yeah, but we're not doing that yet.
Oh. Well, I don't know what you're talking about then.
No. Should we start with some? Should we start softly on the newsy news?
Go on then. Yeah, what have we got?
Space Precinct.
Oh, yes. Second series, that's right.
Yeah, on ice. Here we go.
Yep.
Space Precinct is out later this month
Look at that.
on DVD and the soundtrack.
Lovely.
So the first time, the complete series on DVD with some lovely extras on there.
Yeah.
And a full soundtrack with a 64-page booklet of track notes, lovingly written by none other than Chris Dale of Big Rat Bytes fame.
That's fantastic.
It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's really good news. Yes, at last.
So they're rather cool. Shall we watch a Space Precinct teaser with a bit of exclusive soundtrack clippage?
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I really hope it works.
Yeah, be good, wouldn't it?
Here we maybe go.
Uh-huh.
Well, there was your little teaser.
Oh,
Did it work?
So exciting. That's really nice, isn't it?
I hope it worked.
That's great. Yeah, exactly. So that's the news. There we are. Someone's going to add it to their Christmas list, which is nice. There, Andrew Sierres has been wanting to try out Space Precinct. Now's my chance. Absolutely.
Certainly is.
Let's talk about that. So some of the extras might include what? What are we in for? Do you know?
My knuckle cracking then.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Some behind the scenes stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
A massive image gallery, over 1,000 images, and I would say about 700 of them have never been seen before.
Lovely.
So that's rather cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Some segments from some telly interviews at the time.
Yeah. Nice.
Some creature tests with sound.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Rachel Dines says her husband just got mega excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that's related to the clip you just showed.
Probably.
But who knows? Yeah, that's great. Nice. Also, there was Ian Jacklin got in touch on Twitter about this Space Precinct DVD set. Said, "Hi, please can someone tell me if the natural advert brake bumpers have been removed for this DVD box set? The reason why I'm asking is I have the US release, and after every 5 minutes or so, it becomes rather distracting."
Yeah, these are the UK masters.
Yeah.
So no, there is a brake bumper in the middle, but only one.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I see.
So,
and no shield thing, the logo in the middle of it.
No.
Great. Good. Excellent. Wasn't there another Space Precinct? Oh, that's just disappeared.
I can probably scroll back to it.
I think it was Andrew Clements. I'm not sure.
lost
Let's
my-
get rid of the duvet because it's
the
not helping
duvet's
anyone now, is it?
right in the way.
That was just for the opening gag.
The perfect ratio to what? Oh no, I've missed something there.
I hope there are behind the scenes of Richard James.
Sadly not.
Wasn't there another Space Precinct clip you were going to play this evening? The one that was possibly filmed a few months ago. That's from Andrew Clements.
I'd totally forgotten.
Well,
Andrew, can't believe that because it's on my hard drive at home.
Sorry. Well,
That would have been a great idea.
Yeah.
We can celebrate Space Precinct's release in December with that video, though, can't we?
yes, that's true. That would be great.
Yeah, we can all look forward to that.
Yes, we can. And I think we're all pretty excited about the CD, the audio, the soundtrack release as well.
Oh yeah, that
I'd
too.
like to have that blaring out in my car as I drive around.
Yeah, there's some great music on there. Some lovely stuff.
yeah.
Especially the battle with the cyborg in Time to Kill.
Lovely.
That's quite cool.
Peter Bruce there says, I really want to know if you had the original 16:9 to make the new DVDs from. True big fan here that felt let down by original DVD release.
No, you might be let down again then, Peter, in
Yeah.
that case. No, they are from the original DVD masters.
Yeah.
Slightly cleaned up, so they look slightly better.
Yeah.
But no, because it was filmed on 16mm film, edited on video, so there's nothing else we can go back to to make better masters without doing a whole big retransfer, rescan, reassemble. It's just too expensive. It's not going to happen, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Josh
there we
Long
go.
there says, Newsy News, maybe the Firestorm theme tune on iTunes. Well, yeah, that might happen in due course, mightn't it? Firestorm news coming up any moment now, of course.
Is it? I think we've got Joe 90 news first.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Who has bought and has watched, or is going to watch, or is watching
Right.
the Joe 90
That covers all
Volume 1
bases.
Blu-ray?
Yeah. Or would like to watch, or...
Or has considered watching. No. Well, as you know, this is out now.
Yeah.
This lovely
There it is. Yeah.
Blu-ray, and I believe that Volume 2 is up for pre-order now, and obviously Volume 3 and 4 to follow.
Yeah.
And we can probably make some sort of assumption that there'll be some lovely set later in the year or early next year, probably.
Okay, great.
I don't know, but I'm assuming, like with Captain Scarlet, so worth collecting all the bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Was that Joe Hollis saying that her dad had stolen her Blu-ray? I think so, yeah. Somewhere there. Yeah, look, my dad's stolen it.
Oh, dear.
It's on Steve Bushell's Christmas list.
Uh-huh. Good. Excellent.
Harry, well, you better grab yourself a copy there. Michael's watched it all. Yes, Will Ferrell, we've still got the Captain Scarlet cut out. So
yes, absolutely, yeah, still there. That's right.
Anyway, so lots of Joe 90 stuff going on for his 50th, which is nice. What else should we talk about, Richard? I mean,
I don't know, what else has happened?
Would you want to do today's thing?
What happened today? Oh, should we go straight to that?
Yeah,
yeah,
why not?
okay, let's do that. And then we can show the thing, you mean?
Yeah, we'll show the thing about the thing we did today.
Okay, yeah, hang on a second. Yes, so
tell them what happened today then.
So what happened today was, now, many of you will know this story because it's a very commonly told story in the Gerry Anderson world, about back in the day when Thunderbirds was being filmed in Slough, not so very far away from where we are this evening. Gerry took a trip to the King's Arms pub in Cookham, where he was approached by the wine waiter, who I believe is called Arthur.
Arthur the wine waiter,
That's right,
yeah.
Who rather famously asked Gerry if he wanted to see the wine list. I can't do the impression though.
Don't do it.
Would you like to see the wine list, sir?
I did warn you against doing that.
Verging on sort of Windsor Davis there, wasn't it? Would you like to? No, that's not. I don't know what I'm doing now. Honestly.
Stop!
I know. So anyway, and then he brought David Graham back and said, listen, this is the guy that we need to use his voice. I'm not telling this very well at all, am I? For Parker. Arthur the wine waiter had a voice that became the voice of Parker. That's essentially what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
And to commemorate that event, we went to the King's Arms pub, or we were invited. Yes, we were invited to the King's Arms pub this afternoon to unveil a plaque.
Right.
So we did.
Yes.
And David Graham was there, and Terry Adlam was there.
Yeah.
And
Craig Johnson, who
arranged the whole thing, was there, and you were there, and I was there, and anyway. So I'll stop talking about it because my wife Charlotte, who Andrew Clements once referred to as an editing legend.
Yes, she is.
On this very show. Wogan was serving the wine, says Robert Monk. I can do a Terry Wogan, but that wouldn't work. Anyway, so she cut together a little package, and here it is. So here's what we've got up to today. Help me out, Jamie.
Okay, we're doing it now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
Basically, we're in the King's Arms in Cookham, in Berkshire.
Well, we're here today to celebrate the birth of a famous, I think, voice, which happened when Gerry Anderson took me to lunch here.
Chatting to Arthur, the wine waiter, and him saying,
"Would you like to see the wine list, sir?" Gerry brought me here specifically to hear this bloke.
Yes.
And that day Parker was born.
Parker was absolutely gorgeous. He was very sly and cunning. Yes, my lady, sort of thing.
When I heard Jamie interviewing David on the podcast, I know it was a throwaway comment, but they said there must have been a plaque at the King's Arms, and I thought, what a good idea that was. I didn't for 1 minute think that I'd be successful in getting one put up here, but here we are.
When Craig emailed the company, I guess around about 7 or 8 weeks ago, my initial thoughts were great. Fabulous, let's do it.
we've got a plaque or a plaque.
Plaque.
Or plaque.
Plaque.
Up on the wall here in the King's Arms in Cookham.
I'd done 4 series before Thunderbirds, and I never thought I'd be here again today. So it's a wonderful feeling to come here to this pub, which I remember.
Cookham's a real hotbed, but no, I wasn't aware of what went on here.
I was honoured and chuffed to be invited to such a historic event.
Well, we devised out Parker's menu.
Yes.
Okay, we have had 5 courses.
Yes, they are.
Thunderbird 1, celebrated with a rocket.
Yes.
You don't want me to read the menu.
Come on, just give us a brief flavour.
All right, okay. Here we go. Thunderbird 1, Scott's rocket was an amuse-bouche.
It was very amusing.
Made us smile.
Yes.
Okay, Thunderbird 2 is Virgil and Gordon's Green Pea and Mint Soup, followed by Alan's Stellar Surprise in Thunderbird 3.
Yes.
Thunderbird 4 was, of course, fish, being an undersea creature. And Thunderbird 5, in orbit, we had the planet which melted.
Yes.
Much to John's disgust, I'm sure.
That's right, yeah, exactly.
But and then Lady Penelope's friends came to play. but only 3 of them actually featured: the Comtesse Marion, the Baroness Nadine, the Marquess de Riscal, and
Yes.
the Mouton Cadet.
Yes, the beautiful wines that you provided for us that I've had too much of.
FAB.
Oh, thanks for doing that, Charlotte.
Yeah, well
Wasn't
done,
that
Charlotte.
fun?
Yeah, that was our afternoon, wasn't it?
That was our entire afternoon,
Yeah, absolutely. And the funny thing was, the star of the show, it seems, from all your comments, was the bus at the beginning, spouting flames.
Everyone loved the bus. That was Charlotte's idea. Pierre Fontaine says, impressive, that only happened today and was edited and ready in time for this.
Oh, there you go.
Imagine watching that on the one show. Says
Absolutely.
Andy.
That's
Brilliant.
right, yeah.
And I saw Chelsea said it's just down the road from her,
Yeah.
so you should get down here.
That's right.
Wonderful, guys. Thanks, Scott.
Yeah, thank you, Scott, yeah.
Sadly, he died not knowing. I'm assuming you mean Arthur.
Arthur,
there,
yeah, we
'cause-
were wondering what happened to
Yeah.
Arthur the waiter.
Yeah.
Well, there we are. He died without knowing.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It'd be nice if we could track him down one day. Anyway,
Yes.
I mean, track his family down.
Oh,
one
I
day,
see.
is what
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway, look, just so you know,
Oh, yeah.
folks, we've got a prize here, which you can win, which is Parker's lunch menu from today, signed by the legendary David Graham. I'm just throwing a remote control on the floor. Sorry.
Fine, yes.
Okay, so if you would like to win this, and it is unique and also stained, you can probably see there's a grease stain on it, made by David Graham himself.
Ah.
So quite exciting.
Yeah.
If you want to win that menu signed by David Graham, then should we tell them at the end how they can win it, or now?
Well, I don't know. Why? Why now? I mean, or why at the end?
Well, they might go off and do it and forget us if we do that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Tell them at the end. So stay
Okay.
tuned until the end.
If you want to win this,
Yes.
then stay tuned and we'll tell you at the end of the show.
That's right.
But you've got a good chance of winning it.
Yes,
So,
yes, that's great.
and we got some more photos from today, haven't
Yes, we have. Yes,
So
let's
look,
see the
here's
pictures.
here's us stood with David and what was it, CJ?
Yes,
in
that's
the
right.
in the outfit,
Yes.
and a Parker there.
That's right.
And in the background there, you can see Craig Johnson, who arranged the whole thing. And hopefully this little slideshow. A lovely picture of David Graham. These photos are from James Fielding.
Yes, thank you, James, who came along today as well. They're lovely, aren't they?
So thanks for doing that. Millie Lewis, I've seen your question.
Yes.
That will be answered shortly.
Yes, yes, yes.
Stay tuned to this channel for minute-to-minute information. I think you said for last-minute information, but fair enough, yes. So anyway, look, here's some lovely, more lovely pictures, a little group of us. That there is John Brown.
Yeah.
Of puppeteering and puppet sculpting fame.
Yeah.
Who just happened to live down the road and turned up. And it was lovely to have a chat with him.
That's right. And the strange thing is, I live here in Cookham, and I've seen him walking about the place and never, put two and two together and worked out who he was.
Yeah, there you go. Now you know. The
Yeah,
Thunderbirds
that's right.
legend
Yes, indeed.
just happened to be there.
Yeah.
So
maybe one day in 20 years' time there'll be a little snug, little corner of the King's Arms with a Richard James from Gerry Anderson Space Precinct used to drink here.
that might definitely happen, Richard. Anyway.
Yeah, great. So thank you very much to Chris and Craig. To Craig Johnson, who organised the whole event,
Yep.
and Chris, who's the landlord at the King's Arms, for inviting us along.
And who made it that amazing
Oh,
lunch.
beautiful, wasn't it? Absolutely.
Goodness me. I had to eat David Graham's hake. Halibut. Not hake. Halibut. Was
Great.
halibut, wasn't it?
Great.
Because he couldn't manage it.
It's that sort of information, I think, that keeps people flocking back month to month to Fab Live.
It probably is, isn't
You
it?
won't hear that sort of, info anywhere else.
Anyway, if you were fascinated by the David Graham halibut anecdote, do let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Ned Kelly says, "Are you two in Panto this year?" Oh no, we're not. Yeah, didn't John Brown also direct New Captain Scarlet? Says Andrew Sierra. Don't know.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh dear, my Facebook thing's just logged me out.
Uh-oh.
That's not good, is it?
No. Well, I'm assuming we're still live and on air.
Gulp. One hopes so.
Yes.
Oh, it's playing the. Oh, yeah, okay, it's fine. It's back.
Yeah,
that was
good.
very odd. I don't know what happened there. No, I don't think this John Brown. No, John. No, it was Mark Willard and Dom Lavery and co. And Dave Lane.
Okay.
Who did New Captain Scarlet? Anyway, we're rambling.
Yeah. Thanks to that video, I now know there's a rail station in Cookham, and it's a little overgrown. That's from Jeremy Abernethy, I think. Abernethy? Yeah.
Abernethy, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there is. That's true. There is a station here.
Yeah.
All mod cons. We have running water as well.
Right. Look, they need more news.
Yes,
and stuff.
news. That's enough news about this afternoon.
I've got another bit before we do the main bit.
Oh, there is such. Can I just say there is such big news coming? I know some of you will know it already.
They already know it.
I know, but some won't. And if you don't know it, you're just going to be gobsmacked.
Well, they might not. be gobsmacked. Anyway, Captain Black Friday's coming, Richard.
Oh, yes, so it is.
Captain Black Friday is obviously our version of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, that American retail tradition which has swept the world,
Yes.
so it seems.
Yes.
We do it every year, and there'll be some huge savings across the Gerry Anderson store. End of the month, I think it runs 25th to the 28th of November.
Right.
Anyway, sometime at the end of the month.
Yeah.
If you want to make sure you don't miss out, then be on the Gerry Anderson newsletter.
Yeah.
Just search Gerry Anderson newsletter on Google or your other search engine of choice. That's some news, isn't it?
That is some news. Some news. That's news. That's right. But it's not the news we're waiting for, is it?
No. What news are you waiting for?
Well, it's someone here. For example, I think it's Philip Dishon. I think. I do not know the news.
You don't know the news, Philip?
No, Philip. You don't know the news. Well, I mean, it's just the best news ever.
Well, let's see.
Well, can I just start by saying, the great thing about this Fab Live thing that we do, and the podcast, and the whole fan community, is that we have a legacy, over 50 years worth of fantastic Gerry Anderson stuff to pour over, and love, and cherish, and share with our families, and get excited over. And it's great having that massive back catalogue to get excited about. But for the first time in a long time, there's something else to get excited about.
Oh, that was the build-up there, was it? Right, okay. Yes! So, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it, but there's a thing called Gerry Anderson's Firestorm.
Yeah.
So, here's a thing that happened.
Oh, yes, that's right.
From last weekend.
Tell us about that,
Weekend
Jamie.
Weekend before last.
Yeah.
So, at MCM Comic Con, Space Precinct 2, says Rich.
James Fielding. No, that's not the news.
No, MCM Comic Con. Last weekend, week before last, we premiered a mini pilot, also known as the pilot minisode of Gerry Anderson Firestorm, filmed in Ultramarionation.
Now, some people, of course, will know about this because they may have contributed to the Kickstarter campaign, which raised the funding to get this whole thing in motion.
Lots of you did that, and we're very grateful, and hopefully you've now mostly had your stuff. Andrews, the whole world does not know.
No, absolutely.
It's a slow drip. We don't have any kind of big budget or TV presence to kind of get people knowing about it, so it's bit by bit.
Robert Cassidy says, I'll happily watch a full series of that. Well,
interesting.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, look, we held this premiere event, and on stage there, left to right, as far as I can see, you can see Tony Lambora, puppeteer. There's the side of my head.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Tucker, miniature effects supervisor. Steve Begg, effects supervisor. Andrew James Spooner, puppet coordinator. Naoko Mori. I'm sure there's another person there I can see in the background, but that's Tim Cherry Jones, whose back of his head you can see.
Yes.
Lisa Gillespie, puppeteer.
Well done.
Sam Scott, puppet.
Yeah.
Gethin Anthony, voice of Sam Scott.
Yeah.
Mikey Brett, puppeteer, and Nick Briggs, voice of Remus in this series,
That's
and who moderated the panel. Anyway, look, we told 600 people at MCM Comic Con all about Firestorm.
Yeah. You showed it.
We showed
them. They
the
watched in awe.
They were seemed pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
And that was great, wasn't it?
And then what? Did everyone just sort of pack up and go home and say, well, that was nice?
They clapped and stuff.
Yeah, and said, well done.
And then we had some Q&A. And then I was able to reveal that Firestorm, a full series of 26 episodes, 26 commercial half hours, is now in pre-production and will be going to production in 2019. So, they look like that as well, to be honest.
Did you hear that? Just say it again, Jamie.
Gerry Anderson's Firestorm, filmed in Ultramarionation, a brand new puppet series, which is 90% in-camera, real stuff, puppets, practical sets, practical effects, real physical miniatures, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to make a full series of it.
A full series.
26 episodes.
A full series.
And we start filming spring-ish next year.
Can I say it?
Yeah, go on.
There is new Gerry Anderson stuff being made right now.
Yep.
And
pretty
how
cool.
long have we waited to be able to say that?
Too long. But it's very, very good news.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, there are things that you can do to help us at this stage. Mm-hmm. Just because we're now going into production doesn't mean that Gerry Anderson fans cannot be part of this. In fact, we very much want you to be a part of the whole thing.
Yes.
Which is awesome. Now, if you haven't seen it, maybe they would like to see a little trailer.
Oh, have you got a little trailer?
Yeah, do you want to see a little trailer, everyone?
I think they might want to see a little trailer.
Yeah, let's show you a little trailer, just so you get a flavour of it, and even if you've already seen it, then... Actually, you won't have seen this trailer, I don't think.
Well.
It might be semi-exclusive.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Anyway,
Okay.
here we go.
All systems green, Martian Control. Glad to hear it, MRS. What's that? We lost power. Fire retros manually. No response. We're falling!
I've got 10 men and women up on the Mars research station. She's falling out of orbit.
3 minutes to impact.
Sam and Nagisa are two of my best. They'll make it.
Why is it that bad guys always get the best architects?
The jamming signal is still active.
She's freaking out.
Report. What's going on up there?
Our quick in and out without detection plan. It won't work, sir.
She's entered the hub.
98 seconds, Mom. Can you disable it?
I can go one better than that. Plan C it is.
Good luck.
Transporter's en route.
Remus, tornado. Immediate launch.
All set?
Kinda.
Kinda. Really? Whoa! You trust me?
Of course I do.
When I say jump. Jump!
Gerry Anderson's Firestorm. A storm is coming.
Well,
There we are.
there you go. You've seen some stuff,
Yeah.
so that's cool.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
absolutely.
It's very exciting.
That's just a teaser, but actually you could say the minisode itself is just a little bite of the pie, isn't it? Just a little taste, a little flavour of what's to come.
It really is.
Because, of
yeah.
course, you can't chuck everything into a 5 or 6 minute.
No, the
Minisode.
minisode was always meant to be a sort of proof of concept trailer, and we just ended up expanding it more and more and more and more and more
Yes.
to try and make it a bit of story, show you a bit of the vehicular stuff. I mean, originally, literally, it was going to be some puppets running down a corridor and
Yeah.
and jumping around. That was
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So the fact that we managed to get some story stuff was pretty cool. So yeah, if you're only just joining us or you missed it,
Like Will Farrer, who said, I've just only got back, guys. Did I miss anything?
yeah, you did
Well,
well.
yeah.
Gerry Anderson's Firestorm is going to series.
Yeah.
With a production starting in spring 2019. So, yes,
Amazing.
It is amazing. It's very exciting, and I'm also slightly
Numb.
not numb, no, but
Tired?
bit tired. It's been quite a long time coming, so yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
So, if you are excited about the potential for seeing Gerry Anderson's Firestorm, we have not locked any broadcasters in yet. Mm-hmm. So, if you would like to see it on, for example, the BBC in the UK, then go onto the BBC website and email them and tell them you want to see Gerry Anderson's Firestorm. If you live in New Zealand, email TVNZ and tell them. Australia, email 9 and tell them.
Yeah.
In the US, email PBS or Hulu or one of them and say you want to see Gerry Anderson's Firestorm there.
Yes.
It's kids. It's for kids and the family audience. If you're 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 35,
Yeah.
65, 105,
Yeah, yeah.
you can still enjoy it. That's the
Yeah.
whole point of this.
Yeah.
It's a family experience. And as Dad always said, you never talk down to your audience, and we
Yeah.
certainly won't be doing that. We're not pigeonholing it as a sort of 5 to 7-year-old kids thing.
No.
This is something for everybody to enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, lots of fantastic comments have been going through as that teaser was playing and as we revealed that news. Far too many to read out. Maybe we'll pick
Yeah,
one or two,
loads.
but you can see them all there. Lots of people saying, well done, Jamie. Lots of people saying how proud your dad would be, of course.
Oh, that's lovely, thank you.
And lots of people saying how much they're looking forward to seeing the full series of Firestorm.
Yes, yeah, it's very exciting. Oh yes, Netflix, they're another one.
Yeah.
Email them because they've got that page where you can, if you search Gerry Anderson Netflix on
Yeah.
Google, it'll take you to a page on our website where you can go to a link and tell them what you want
There you go.
to see.
Absolutely, yeah.
2 words, Netflix. I'm pretty sure that's 1 word, but thank you very much.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, that's brilliant.
So yeah, it's very, very exciting. Now, the whole thing is going to be run really openly. So if you haven't already, then when this is done, go to youtube.com/FirestormHQ and subscribe there. Excuse me. Where you can see behind the scenes stuff, and we'll be updating that all the time. For example, we've got writers' room and script meetings coming up in the next couple of weeks. We'll be filming bits of that and in due course putting them up. So the whole way through, I want you guys to be able to meet the cast and crew as we go.
Yeah.
Learn what they do, learn what amazing talents and skills they're bringing to the show.
Yeah.
Sometimes voices. And other times amazing model makers, effects people. We've got such an amazingly talented group of people.
Yeah.
I want you to see where they're getting up to.
Yeah, so I think part of the plan, isn't it, Jamie, we were talking earlier, is to do FAB live from the set.
Yeah.
Once a month.
Yeah, so next year we will be doing FAB live from the Firestorm
Rather than
studio.
my spare room.
Rather than your spare room, or from my
your
office in
That's
Wales.
right, yeah. Yeah, so that's fantastic. I won't say that, Duncan Moss. That's for you to think, and I couldn't possibly comment.
Yeah, fair enough, Duncan. Morty Vicker, who is the best type of person that TV companies to address it to? Well, most of them have a sort of just a consumer team, like a general inquiries email address or form on their websites. That's a really, really good way to go because it does get passed on to the right people. But generally, it's acquisitions. Yeah. That's the department, the title. So anybody in acquisitions at these channels. If you want to direct it straight to them, then fantastic. But just generally to broadcaster websites, it really helps. It really does because broadcasters are nervous about taking on stuff they don't really know.
Yes, sure.
And I suppose this is a bit of a punt. Although the reaction we've had is amazing. Oh, did I tell you that thing that broadcast sent me earlier on?
No.
Hang on.
I mean, we should just say, of course, it's already received
240,000 views
on YouTube and Facebook. I mean, it's gone down amazingly well. So if that can happen in just over a week on YouTube, then I'm pretty sure it can pull in an audience.
Yeah. So from a broadcaster who I won't name, they fed back and said, "We're certain this property will be a huge hit around the world for kids, teens, and older fans too."
Yeah. Great.
I mean, that's the sort of feedback we want, which is brilliant.
Yes.
So there we go. So that's the Firestorm. If you want to learn more Firestormy stuff, then you should probably listen to the Gerry Anderson Podcast.
Oh, yes.
And our last 2 episodes have been quite Firestormy.
They have.
Haven't they?
Yeah, and that's fine, isn't it? That's fair enough. And we'll be in future, I'm sure.
There'll be lots of that, but there's a 35-minute sort of documentary-ette. Mm-hmm. It's not really documentary, is it? There's some spliced together interviews on episode 21, pod 21 of the Gerry Anderson Podcast.
Yeah.
So if you're already listening to the Gerry Anderson Podcast, thank you very much. If you're not, gerryanderson.co.uk/podcast.
That's right.
Or in your, app of choice of podcasts.
Yes, Stitcher
Spotify,
or whatever it might be.
iTunes, Stitcher.
Oh, Jamie, thank you.
Any of those, it's on there.
Yeah, Ross Patterson, I think Jamie Anderson should make a guest appearance in Firestorm and voice a guest character.
Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
Actually, talking of the theme tune, I mean, what a theme tune, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very
We've
catchy.
had emails from people saying they just can't stop singing it, as they push their trolleys around supermarkets or as they sit on the tube on their way to work. Mark Simpson Wedge, if any Firestorm toys get made, Bagsy, I do the reviews.
Well, there's nothing to stop you, Mark.
No,
do it.
Right,
The more the merrier. We love all that stuff. And so, any user-generated content you want to produce, then do it. We'd love to see it.
Right.
I've already seen somebody who's matched up the Terrorhawks theme to the opening titles from Firestorm, which works remarkably well.
Great.
Brilliant.
Nice. Yeah, so that is really the biggest news, not just of this month, but for quite some time.
Yeah, I think so.
That there's a new Gerry Anderson production going into production.
26 half hours.
That's extraordinary.
Is it Michael? Was it Michael O'Harrigan saying there? Is the minisode of 9 minutes the only Firestorm release, or is there a larger...
A longer episode, yeah.
Well, there will be, Michael. That's the whole point.
26 of them.
Yeah, 26 half hours. The minisode is a proof of concept only. There's lots of things I hate about it now, to be quite honest.
Oh, Jamie.
Well, it's just you kind of there's things.
The guy who did the voice for the second technician, for example.
Yeah, on the MRS. I mean,
that
just
needs some improvement, doesn't it? Yeah, you wouldn't use him again.
Let's see.
So yes, and of course, tell your friends. If you've got friends that or even if you don't think they'd be interested, tell them anyway. Send a link in an email, pester them, get them to watch it.
Tell strangers in the street.
Absolutely.
Gerry Anderson's Firestorm.
Yeah, because it would be great to get a momentum building of people who want to watch this show.
Yeah,
because we know they're out there.
Well, they are out there. I mean, I'll even have a look. Just pad for a minute while I look how many people.
Well, I can just go to some emails that we've had from people. Oh no, because you want to show some photographs later, don't you? But anyway,
I'll do that in a bit.
We have had emails, from lots of people.
It's not loading now, is it?
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to look how many views it's had.
Oh, okay.
So we've had 237,000 views on YouTube and 82,000 views on Facebook. So you do the maths.
300 and something thousand.
314,000.
It's a third of a million people.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So we're so proud. Thank you all for sharing it and watching it, for saying nice things.
And if you contributed to the Kickstarter, it all started with you.
Yeah.
Isn't that incredible?
Thanks.
So, there's still hope for Space Precinct on Ice.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of the news.
Yeah.
The news is done.
Yeah. What about Lavender Castle? says Will Farrell.
On ice? I don't think so.
What about it, Will? Firestorm is go, said Chris Honey. Yes, absolutely. I think the Firestorm theme deserves to be incorporated into the Gerry Anderson podcast intro
We'll have
theme.
to ask Benji Clifford very nicely.
Yeah. Maybe in the fullness of time. Maybe not just quite yet.
Yeah. Oh, have we got the just people that missed out on the Kickstarter?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
look at them.
Those are the Miniso DVD and Blu-ray.
Yes.
They're quite cool, aren't they?
Yes.
Lovely artwork by Tom Webster. Some nice stuff on the back. Anyway.
Yeah.
There you go. So I'm just...
so we're at the beginning of something really quite fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's a great position to be in.
Anyway, look, I think they need a break from us.
Do they?
Going on and blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, okay. I was quite enjoying myself.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
No, that's fine.
No,
I've got some emails and all sorts to do. When are we going to do them? We can have Chris Dale first,
Let's have Chris with Big Rat Bytes.
Okay.
Which is very niche this week.
Right, great.
Yeah, so here is Big Rat Bytes.
Take it away, Chris.
I'm going to assume that most of you watching this are at least vaguely familiar with Gerry Anderson's 1969 feature film Doppelganger, starring Patrick Wymark, Ian Hendry and Roy Thinnis. In this film, the discovery of a new planet directly on the opposite side of the sun results in a scramble to get there first. But when our heroes do reach it, they discover a world precisely identical to our own, except everything is in...
Reverse.
Reverse. But I'm not here to talk about the film today. Rather, I'm here to talk about some of the posters that we used to advertise it. Some of them were quite clever, even if this one rather gave the film's twist away a bit. But when the film was renamed Journey to the Far Side of the Sun for America and other regions, that's when the posters got really creative. In fact, throughout Europe and certain other parts of the world, things got a little strange. In some cases very strange, and in one case downright silly. So today I'm going to count down the top 5 strangest Journey to the Far Side of the Sun posters from around the world. Now, all of these are genuine posters. They were all genuinely used at some point or another. And I also apologise in advance if I'm about to misidentify a country. I hope I haven't, but I'm sure you guys will put me straight if I have. So let's get started, and let's do it in style.
5.
We kick things off with an entry from Mexico in which we see that a journey to the far side of the sun is really easy when the sun is a mere 2 feet away from the Earth and you're in a rocket the size of North America. This was actually a common feature in other Journey to the Far Side of the Sun posters, but what I love about this one is that unlike some of the other posters, which would often feature a still from the movie itself, this one includes a photo from the movie's premiere. Wouldn't that have been an amazing twist? Like they go to the other planet and instead of finding just a duplicate world, they found a world that was making movies about their world? It might have even been a slightly clearer ending to the one we got. Moving on.
4.
In Hungary, a giant frogman...
I'm Air Sea Rescue.
rescues a giant, very much not Ian Hendry from what looks like the opening titles of The Good Life. Not much more to say about this one. I think it pretty much sums up the film as a whole while also highlighting the one iconic scene that absolutely everybody remembers.
I'm Air Sea Rescue.
So on we go.
3.
Well, as you can see in Italy, the journey to the far side of the sun was interrupted when the frogman...
I'm Air Sea Rescue.
...seized a space station of his own and tried to murder whoever this is meant to be. A couple of points here. Firstly, what is it with this frogman?
I'm Air Sea Rescue.
Shut up. Being on all the posters. I get that in the film his suit looks weird enough to be mistaken for an alien, and he certainly looks like one of the galactic representatives from the Daleks' master plan, but he's only in one scene. So how come he makes it onto so many of these posters, and Patrick Wymark doesn't?
It was a fault.
Secondly, these posters seem to have a bizarre fondness for showing the astronauts taking spacewalks, which was something that never actually happened in the film. In fact, let's go back to that Mexican poster for a moment. Yeah, I thought so. One of them's actually outside the rocket while it's moving and holding on with one hand. Seems a pointless thing to do, but it looks extremely cool.
2.
This Belgian poster is largely the same as the Italian one, except it adds a giant Roy Thinnis standing on some mountains, shooting at what is presumably himself coming out of the space capsule. Meanwhile, in the background, the Air Sea Rescue Guy's space station now looks like a haunted space galleon that's holding a rocking disco party. But I know what you're thinking. This one makes almost too much sense. Well, don't worry. We have one more to go.
1.
Okay, if you're at all familiar with bizarre foreign movie posters, you'll probably be aware that one country stands tall and proud above all the others, and luckily for us, their Journey to the Far Side of the Sun poster is no exception. However, I warn you, you are not prepared for what you are about to see. Okay, you have fair warning. Brace yourselves. At number 1, we have Poland's entry. Okay, let's break down what we actually have here. Firstly, no, nobody is surprised that this poster has the word drug in the title. Secondly, who the heck is this astronaut meant to be? Obviously we can guess that it's supposed to be Glenn Ross, but the fact that he doesn't have a face as such makes it difficult to be sure. For all I know, that's just 2 fingers wearing a very tiny spacesuit. Although hey, it is at least a reasonable likeness of the spacesuit. And here on the bottom left, let's not forget everyone's favourite Doppelganger character, Horny Cash Register Head Robot. And what is Horny Cash Register Head Robot dreaming about? Speaking about? Why, it's this woman right here, and incredibly, that's meant to be Lynn Loring's character, Sharon Ross. How do I know this? Well, because of this alternate Polish poster that seems to have been the template for this one. Well, that poster makes everything perfectly clear. I don't see why they felt the need to change it. This particular poster is the work of one Jan Młodozeniec, who has a vast catalogue of similar design work, but sadly didn't get to work on too many posters of famous English language films. But that's okay, because Poland was, and apparently still is, full to bursting with other equally talented artists ready to do that work for him, and some of their works are just as delightful. For instance, I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that this is Alien. Here we have The Shining, Cabaret, Planet of the Apes, Chinatown obviously, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Gremlins, and perhaps most unexpectedly horrifying of all, The Muppet Movie. Yes, you can tell that this is a poster for a family movie by the great big dollops of blood flying about the place, not to mention the fact that every character on this poster is clearly either dead or possessed by a demon. As for the Polish Journey to the Far Side of the Sun poster, well, there have been many posters made for the Gerry Anderson films over the years, and this is certainly unique. Part of me wishes that Poland could have done posters for, say, Thunderbirds Are Go or Destination Moonbase Alpha, but I don't think that this one can really be topped. And amazingly enough, you can actually buy reproductions of it on Amazon if you wish. Not that I would ever do such a thing, of course. No. Cheery bye.
Cheery
Bye, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
Nice mug.
Yeah. Well done, Chris. Another fantastic big Rat Bytes. We know you love it. We know you love Chris, don't we?
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah.
Chris was mobbed
Yeah.
at the MCM Comic Con event.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Weren't you, Chris? You were, I just pointed to him and said, "There's Chris of Randomizer fame from the podcast, and Big Rat Bytes fame from Fab Live."
Yeah,
and
absolutely,
hordes of ravenous people leapt on top of him.
Great. Can Chris Dale join you guys for the Christmas edition of Fab Live next month? It would be nice to have the whole Fab Live team together.
We've done it for 2 years and we've not had Chris actually in the room.
No, I don't know, Chris. Can we make that happen?
Chris, do you want to come?
I mean, you're away, I know, but we can help out if it's,
Yeah, let us know, Chris.
Yeah, be great to have you in Cookham. You could stay the night.
Yeah.
Or come to you, or whatever it might be by then. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. But yes, Chris, come and join us. That'd be fun. And yes, that was a little bit niche, wasn't it?
Niche. Yeah, it really was. But
that's Chris. What we like. Yeah, great. And you can join Chris every week on our podcast, of course, where he presents his randomizer, which I know a lot of you love, and I'm sure will be on the next Fab Live, either live or in spirit with another big Rat Bytes.
Well, there's Chris's enthusiastic acceptance of our invitation.
Yeah, go on then. Okay.
Thanks, Chris. Can't wait to see you now.
Yeah, let's talk, Chris. Let's make that happen. That'd be lovely. Right, good. There we are. So that's Big Rat Bytes. I think is it time for some viewers' emails?
It is.
We've had lots.
Yeah. Now, if you want to send your email to us, then then send them to fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk.
There you go.
And we'll possibly read them out if we remember to print them.
Yeah.
That's
right.
it. That's enough now.
Yeah, okay, fine, good. Newsy news, niche, Yuhan, thank you very much. Yes, there you go. I'm glad to see this has taken off. So we do have lots of emails. Some of them do concern Firestorm, of course.
Good.
Those of you that have just joined us, and I know a few of you have literally just joined us, you'll be very pleased to hear that
Gerry Anderson's Firestorm, filmed in Ultramarination, a brand new puppet series based on the Gerry Anderson original idea from 2001, has been fully funded to make a full series of 26 half hours, with production starting in spring 2019. Pre-production already starting now, and you can kind of follow our entire journey at youtube.com/FirestormHQ.
Yes. That's it. That's the news. Okay, so Pierre Fontaine, who we hear from regularly on both the podcast and on here, said, "Hi, Jamie and Richard. I noticed recently in my YouTube feed that there's an anime series called Firestorm that's also based on your father's original concept. There's nothing new under the sun, is there, really, Pierre? No. The character designs are somewhat different, but the vehicles look nearly identical.
Yeah.
Can you talk a bit about the relationship between the anime version and your newest version? Whether they'll have similar stories, whether the ship designs originated with the Japanese designers or were created before production on that show began? Looking forward to watching the show live for once later this afternoon. Well, I hope you're catching us live now, Pierre.
I've seen him on here.
Great.
Hello, Pierre.
So what's the relationship between this anime series of Firestorm and the new series which goes into production next year?
Right, okay. So, 99, 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Dad created Gerry Anderson's Storm Force, which later became Gerry Anderson's Firestorm.
Yeah.
So, central idea came from there, and most of the ship designs were done at the same time by Steve Begg of Casino Royale, Spectre, Skyfall, Terrorhawks,
Space Precinct,
Tomb Raider, Lost in Space, Aliens, fame. And Commuter, and Kingsman, and loads of other stuff.
Gosh.
Steve is super famous.
Absolutely.
I think he might be the most famous of all the lot of us, actually.
Yes.
Anyway, so Steve did a load of designs, including Ocean Storm, which is this double-hulled submarine. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Is that a submarine mining?
No, double-hulled, you see.
Double-hulled, I see.
Tornado, which launched off its back, which you may have seen in the trailer.
Yeah.
The Thunderbolts, Sea Snake, loads of other stuff. So most of the design was done by Steve. Now, a Japanese company bought the rights, optioned the rights to make an anime series, which Dad became less and less involved in. Mm-hmm. And it ended up being nothing like he really wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So the sort of anime diverged off in one direction. We've gone back to the original source material and have reworked it in a way which we think brings together all the best of Gerry Anderson classic techniques and stories and that sort of thing. So we're not telling any of the same stories that were done in the anime series.
Right.
And we've also gone back to the original documents, so much so that the kind of the backstory that you see in the anime series is no longer the same in this. They're related because they originate from the same point, but they're not the same.
Yeah.
So you can expect to be refreshed and excited by new things.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be new. But you'll still have the essential kind of elements from that original idea.
Yeah.
But prepare to be surprised.
Yes. I should Coco.
There you go.
Colleen Tierney has just commented, "Hi Jamie, loved the mini-sode."
Thanks, Colleen.
Yeah, that's great, fantastic. As it's bonfire night, says James Beach. Can we give the legendary Derek Meddings a mention? Of course.
Yes, well,
of course.
It was the effects teams and miniatures teams' desire to do Derek Meddings proud with what we did on Firestorm.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's something which we've heard repeatedly that we succeeded in doing. So that's brilliant.
Yeah.
So bless you, Derek, for kind of setting the bar.
Yeah. Great, absolutely. Keith got in touch on fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk. He said, "My question concerns the music for Firestorm." Wow.
Right.
Any chance it'll become available for download? Really liked it. The great thing about the music is it stays with you and perhaps will be useful in the promotion of the project as it moves forwards. Thanks for all your hard work and enthusiasm, which really comes across in your broadcasts. I'm catching up with the podcast as well as being a regular viewer of Fab Live. I'm not an expert in all things Gerry Anderson, but it's nice to listen all the same. Absolutely, Keith. He's watched Thunderbirds, Stingray, Captain Scarlet, A Little Joe 90, UFO when he was a lad. I love the models. My faves were the Blue SPV and Thunderbird 2. Anyway, could go on, but he doesn't. Regards, Keith.
Thanks, Keith.
Yeah.
What was the question?
The music. Will it become available for download?
Yeah.
Because
of course, at some point, the theme tune by Richard Harvey will become available, but for now, if you go to youtube.com/FirestormHQ, we've got the isolated opening titles there, so you can just listen to that on repeat.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go.
Yeah, that's great. Hi, Jamie and Richard. This is from Ashley Bell, Sale in Manchester.
Hello, Ashley Bell.
He says, "How are you?" I'm all right, thanks.
Good, thanks.
Yeah, feeling a bit more perky, actually. after a little snooze earlier.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say to Jamie, well done on Firestorm. I saw the minisode last Saturday and I was blown away. I think Firestorm will be a hit just like Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet. I think you should promote Firestorm to any TV station who would want to buy it. From Ashley.
Well,
yeah,
that is exactly what we're doing,
Yeah.
and that's why I've also asked for you guys to help us there.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the broadcasters and the streaming platforms, they want to hear from their audience about what they want to see, and if you want to see this on a certain platform broadcaster, then please go to their website and contact them and tell them.
Yes.
Tell them you want to see Gerry Anderson's Firestorm, send them a link, firestormhq.com, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Now, are you ready to show Michael Horgan's video?
Yes.
So Michael got in touch with us. Hi Michael, I know you're listening, watching right now. Just a quick message to say thanks for more amazing work on more pod episodes. I can't believe you're on episode 21 already.
No, neither can we.
That's right, that's right. Really like the minisode of Firestorm, some great practical effects, along with everything else showing just what to expect when it is released as a full series. Yes, as we now know it will
When,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, when, yeah. Sadly, I could not make it on the 27th of the premiere, but I watched the short video report of it, which is great to see a lot of familiar fans who went to the Fab Worlds of Gerry Anderson at the Space Centre. Aha,
Yeah,
yes.
lots of friendly faces
Yeah.
there.
Anyway, I thought I'd share a video of just how dedicated I am to Gerry Anderson shows when I found a small Thunderbird 1 ride that actually played the original theme tune. Naturally, the friends I was with had to film it, as they knew I tune into the Gerry Anderson podcast and Fab Live, and told me to send it in for the rest of the world to see. The video is attached, and thank you so much yet again for all the amazing work you're doing, Michael Horgan.
I like the dedication that you're seeing in there for the full 50p.
Will there be more mini album versions of Captain Scarlet put onto DVDs like the Thunderbirds 1965?
No idea. I don't
No
think so
idea.
from what they've said, though.
No. Michael Horgan says he's regretting sending it now.
Too late, Michael. It's gone out, and then it'll be on YouTube, and it'll be there forever. So unlucky.
That's right.
Thanks for sending it.
Andrew Hyde. Hi, Jamie and Richard. Hello
Yes.
there. So, he says, I attended the Firestorm premiere at
Thank you for
MCM
coming.
London last weekend, which in itself was a minor miracle, having 3 slipped discs in my spine
Ooh.
and suffering from chronic back pain, so having to
Ouch.
travel from Cornwall on the train, no mean feat.
No, well done.
However, I just wanted to say I absolutely loved seeing Firestorm on the big screen and watching the panel, which was hilarious, thanks to seeing Sam and Gethin near flirting with each other, which I'm sure is a paradox or something.
Yeah, it is.
That's right, so that's Gethin Anthony, who voices Sam Scott, is that
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And Sam Scott, the character from Firestorm.
Indeed. Yeah. I also just wanted to pass on a story from the weekend, which I already told Jamie after the premiere, but I just wanted to share with all the other viewers of Fab Live. I happened to be sat behind Jamie's mum, Mary, during the panel, and the premiere, and after Firestorm finished, and everyone started leaving the hall, I said hello to Mary, and I told her how much I loved Firestorm, and that I'm sure if Gerry was there, he would have said, the boy's done good. And I believe my comment and the emotions of the situation tipped her over the edge, and she started to cry tears of joy. She then thanked me for my wonderful words, well, it's to be hoped, while trying not to let her make her tears ruin her makeup. Mary, like the rest of the Firestorm team, were amazing to see and meet, and I hope next year at MCM we can all come back and watch the premiere of a full episode. Wouldn't that be great?
That would be amazing, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? And there's no reason why that can't happen.
Absolutely. Again, I'd like to say thank you for an amazing highlight of my holiday. Can't wait to see what's coming in the future. Here are some pictures from the weekend too, says Andrew Hyde. He sent us some pickies. Have you got them?
Yep, so here's Andrew with me.
There we are. Excellent.
I mean, we both look quite happy there.
You do, well, yes.
Here is Andrew with Chris.
Chris Dale, of course, there he is. Marvellous.
And here is Andrew with Nicholas Briggs.
Ah, very good. The voice of Remus.
Yes.
As he shall now be known.
Yes. Just
Not the voice of the Daleks.
No, the voice of Remus.
Yes.
More importantly,
Absolutely
obviously.
right, yeah.
So there you
that's
go.
right.
Thanks, Andrew.
Great. Scott Sadler says, hello again, guys. Remember the 5th of November. On Saturday the 3rd, me, Toby and the family went to a firework display in Queenborough, Leicestershire, I think that is, and delighted that Barry Gray and Gerry Anderson was Go. The 15 to 20 minute fireworks show was displayed to Supercar and to UFO.
Awesome.
Lovely to hear the kids and adults toe tapping and dancing along to classic Barry Gray tunes. Amazing. That's from Scott.
That is brilliant.
Isn't it? I mean, the music is so much part of the Gerry Anderson stuff, isn't it? Which is why the Firestorm tune is so important. You have to get that right.
Yeah, it's got to have the right feel to it.
Yeah.
And got to be hummable.
Yes.
We love hummable stuff.
That's right. Peter Littman, who we know very well.
We do.
Hi, Jamie and Richard. Firestorm exceeded all possible expectations in every way. The magnificent puppets, photography, pacing, script, music, colour, effects. Full marks to you, Jamie, and all involved. Never mind this retirement lark, he says. I'm tempted to go back to full-time teaching. just to keep all the kids updated daily on all this wonderful Anderson activity and replace the national curriculum with stuff they actually need and enjoy.
Well,
yeah, that's a great idea. SIG, Peter Littman.
Great, Peter. Thanks very much for that. Lovely.
Now, we're almost there, but of course, it's all about Firestorm, because if you've just joined us, it is going to a full series next year of 26 episodes.
It is. Give us a thumbs up if you're excited about that.
Absolutely.
Or a little heart would be nice.
Yeah, so
we
we're
like the thumbs up and the hearts for Firestorm.
And I know, Jamie, you came home to hundreds of emails of congratulations after that weekend.
1,200 emails, all relating to Firestorm, which is amazing.
Exactly. Now, do you have Ellie Barclay's...
I do.
Great. Ellie says, I was at the Firestorm premiere at London MCM, front left row next to a Troy Tempest cosplayer.
Yes.
This was my very first big comic convention, and Firestorm was my first ever panel. I very much enjoyed the minisode.
Brilliant.
The fact that you used CGI and puppetry was incredible and well handled. Yes, the Firestorm theme song is so catchy. I can't wait for the rest of the series. I've also watched the minisode so many times on YouTube.
Brilliant.
I also got the pleasure of meeting you, Jamie, after the Q&A panel.
Did.
I'm so happy that I got to shake your hand. Oh, okay.
It's probably a bit clammy, sorry.
I may have been a little nervous and a bit starstruck, but you were so friendly and polite. Well, that doesn't sound like you, Jamie.
No, are you sure it was me? Might have been Nick Briggs.
We also joked about my wig for my cosplay, saying
yes.
how I was holding it for you. There you go. Or something along those lines.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was hilarious.
And she took a photo.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go.
Me with some of our lovely cosplayers on stage.
Yeah.
See Roger Woolley there and Chris Daniels.
Yeah, lovely. I've been wearing my free Firestorm wristband, says Ellie, since the premiere. The one I got from the panel with the pin and the silver one after meeting you. I also wanted to say I grew up with Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet and Stingray, watching with my dad in the late 90s and early 2000s. Thank you so much, FAB and SIG from Ellie.
Thanks,
nice.
Ellie.
Yeah, that's great.
Amazing.
Yeah. I've got some more. Shall I keep going?
I suppose you can keep going. I've
got a few more.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the viewing figures. I think we're doing all right. We're holding up, aren't we?
We're doing all right.
Yeah, we're doing okay.
Yeah, if you'd like to now, we'd appreciate another share at this point.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
do give us a share. And also, if you know somebody who would like to watch it, tag them in the comments.
Yeah.
So, I don't know whether it just works if you type their name or you have to put @, first. But either way... Tag somebody who you think would enjoy this broadcast and would be excited by the Firestorm news in the comments of this video.
Yes, indeed. So this is James Pilson Wood. Good evening, Rich. Gents. Let's go with gents. Yeah, there we go. What?
I think we're off.
Are we off?
We're offline.
Oh yeah. Hello.
No,
Yada.
We're offline.
Coming back.
Right,
hello. So hopefully we're back with you after that little glitch.
We are back, yes.
Yeah.
Now,
you didn't miss anything.
I'll say the thing I was saying, though.
Oh, go on then.
Which is, please share the video. We'd love that. And also tag somebody you know who would like to watch it.
Yes.
And hopefully the broadcast won't fall over again.
Yes, exactly. Give us a thumbs up if you can still see us, and give us a thumbs up if you can still hear us, so that we know that we're going out live. Looks a bit jittery to me. Not much we can do about that. So I'm going to carry on with another message from James Pilson Wood. He said he attended the Firestorm premiere on Saturday, and I have to say, what an experience. Everyone involved with the project has done an amazing job, and your full season order is greatly deserved.
Oh, thanks, James.
I wore my Thunderbirds Day shirt proudly, along with others I met, including the very tall Chris Dale.
Oh, well, there's James and Chris.
Yeah. He's quite tall, isn't he?
Chris is tall. Chris is taller than you expect.
Yeah, I'd never considered that. It was an honour meeting you, Jamie, and the Firestorm team. You were very generous with your time, posed for pictures, and you guys signed one of my MCM programmes for me. Thank you, and hopefully in the future I'll have the opportunity to meet you, Richard. Well, yes, that would be nice. That'd be nice, James. Hopefully, yes. 2 questions. Firstly, Richard, do you still stay in contact with any of your fellow Space Precinct alumni? Be nice to see you all together again, other than in DVD form, of course. Yes, we do. We meet for lunch occasionally. David Quilter and Rob Thurtle and Lou Hirsch, who's no longer in the country, but we keep in touch on Facebook. Mary Woodvine, bumped into her in Cornwall recently.
You occasionally see Charlotte Serple as well.
Charlotte Serple I see from time to time, that's right.
Yep.
Secondly, Jamie, has there been any news on the Big Chief, Alan, John and Gordon figures? I've seen that they're almost ready for orders. I can't understand what almost ready. For per orders of Lady P.
Oh, I see. Pre-orders.
Pre-orders. It's a typo.
Yeah,
good.
So no, we're waiting for an update from Big Chief.
Yeah.
So that's all I can tell you. But Tim will be in touch about it in due course.
Yeah. One more question. He says, I can see some amazing backer material hitting some well-deserving hands today. This is the Kickstarter campaign, I suppose, for Firestorm. Will you, by any chance, be doing something similar to what the guys and girls of Thunderbirds 65 did with excess material by putting it up for sale in a microsite? I mean, if you have stuff left over, I guess he means.
Well, we've got some stuff. I think the first order of business will be to offer it to our existing backers.
Yep.
See if they want any extras.
Yep.
Then we may make it more widely available just to pick up the last few copies.
Yeah.
I'm very keen that our backers get preferential treatment if
Yes.
they were in the first, although there are a lot of people who didn't hear about it for various reasons, so it'd be nice to open it up to them.
Yeah.
But I will just say, in the cases of the DVD and Blu-ray, every backer is listed. Obviously, you won't be able to see them individually there, but all those columns are all the people who were part of Firestorm's minisode being produced. So, thanks everyone. And your names will be there forever immortalised.
Yes.
Anyway, there you go. There's your answer, James.
Yes, exactly.
What's next?
Scott McCleakey. Yes, I just saw your comment. We have indeed got your picture. I thought I'd send a few photos of the Firestorm premiere on Saturday, including a selfie of me, my youngest son, Carter, with Jamie.
I've got that, Scott.
Yeah.
It's there. Carter looks really disappointed to meet me. Thanks, Carter. It was great to meet you too.
Oh, I'm sure not. But he has a question as well. Do you know when Big Chief Studios will have a release date of Lady Penelope Parker figures to pre-order? There we go. But we have
No, don't know yet. But as soon as we do know, we'll say.
Yeah, and Scott, looking forward to seeing you in Norwich on Thursday at 4:00. See you there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We've got a date, haven't we?
As I'm there, a hot date. Hi Jamie, and Richard, or is that Richard and Jamie? Don't know yet. So this is from Rick Van Grieken.
Yeah, we know Rick,
who joins us. So just wanted to tell you I'm still loving the podcast. Phew, still loving it.
Thanks, Rick.
Great. And Fab Live, and think it's an excellent way to keep Hanson fans updated with new projects as well as looking back to Gerry's amazing legacy. Exactly, that's the thing, isn't it? It's all about the legacy and stuff that's coming as well. As Jamie knows, I was able to visit MCM.
Yep.
And see the premiere of Firestorm. Not only did I absolutely love the episode, but I also had an awesome experience meeting Naoko Mori and Steve Begg and Nicholas Briggs and Andrew Spooner and Chris Dale. Not only that, I was also able to take a few pictures with our new hero, Sam Scott. Andrew very kindly allowed him to sit on my shoulder, which I'm sure was a very memorable experience for both me and Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam's still talking about it now.
Yeah, and of course I was able to have a lovely chat with you, Jamie. Meeting you and the rest of the Firestorm team made the trip from Holland to London absolutely worth it.
Hello.
Yeah, it's amazing. Hope to see you all again soon. Can't wait to see what more Firestorm has to offer. Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be brilliant.
There you go. There's Rick. A few pics of Rick with Chris and me and
Yes.
Nick Briggs and Naoko Mori and the guys on stage.
That's great.
And thank you, Rick. And Rick was extremely charming.
Yeah.
And said very nice things, which is brilliant.
Well, you sound surprised. People generally say
no,
nice
not
things.
at all. I was amazed. So Rick came over from Holland just for the event, and literally it finished, and 40 minutes later he had to go to the airport to go home.
Wow.
And also Ben Page. It is Ben Page, isn't it? My brain's
yes,
melting.
Yes, that's right.
Ben, who came over from America to do it, and then kind of just started helping out. We had a behind the scenes crew and all sorts, and he just threw himself in there and was brilliant. So Ben, thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you and Rick and everybody else who came down. I mean, there were like 700 people or something, so it was crazy. But
bonkers.
Awesome.
That's
Thank you everybody for coming.
Jim Carey says hi from Boston, USA. Any new news on Space 1999 redo? Well,
not that we know of.
No.
Nope. No. There's always mutterings.
Yeah,
but,
and
UFO
is another one as well, isn't it?
If there's anything new that's official, then we'll let you know. But there isn't anything right now. So yeah, there we go.
Great. And then we have. I thought we'd mention Pierre Fontaine, who's again his paper models that we mentioned. Did we on Fab Live last time?
Fab Live last month, yeah.
And we said we might put some pictures up on the website.
Yeah. So if you want to build Fireball XL5 Shadow Mobile, and there was one other thing, was it Supercar? I think. Pierre's made some paper model kits, which we will eventually put onto the website, gerryanderson.co.uk. So look out there if you want to build your own.
Yeah. And then I thought we might have Bernard Nugent's MEV.
Yeah, we've got that.
Is
this the last email?
That's the last one. Yeah.
Right, here we go then. There we go. So Bernard's done a nice display base for the hovercraft and the MEV, both of which are still available at shop.gerryanderson.co.uk, but only in extremely limited numbers. I think we're down to the last 20 hovercraft and the last 35 or 40 MEVs, and that's it. They're gone forever. So do go and grab one of those.
Yeah, Carter was tired on that photo, Jamie, says Scott, but he waved bye-bye to you when we walked out.
We did wave, yes.
So that's nice, isn't it? Lovely message here from Emma Nichols. The other day I was listening on my phone on the bus. I guess she's talking about the podcast, or maybe the Firestorm minisode. Someone asked me to turn it down. It wasn't that loud at first, so what I did was I took my headphones out and turned it up so loud that everyone on the bus was singing along with it.
That's both naughty and wonderful.
Great. Will you two have time for any more Comic Cons in 2019? Says Keith Roberts.
Have a terrible feeling we won't have much time.
Might be rather busy. Well, I might make it, because I'll have plenty of time on my hands soon. Looking forward to seeing the Spectrum pistols sometimes this month, says Chris Dale.
Got one up there.
Got one up here. Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's right. What do you mean this, Chris? Do you mean one of these? Is that what you're after? Eh? Well, you can't have this. It's mine. Yeah, get your own. There we are. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for the viewers' emails. Do get in touch with us. fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk.
Yeah, that's it.
We love your pictures. Haven't seen many cosplay recently, so we'd like to see some cosplay pictures. And tell us about your favourite shows and,
Also haven't seen many vegetables shaped like Gerry Anderson vehicles.
To be fair, that didn't last very long, did it?
We got one, didn't we?
I think that was Gary, wasn't it Gary Hodgkins?
Yeah, was it broccoli or
something?
Yeah.
So
anyway.
Yeah. Look, Steve Russo, aloha from Hawaii.
Gosh.
Wow.
The glamour.
Imagine that. So that's the end of the emails, and but keep them coming for the next one, which will be early December.
What's Andrew Clement saying there? Jamie, are there any announcements about any Thunderbirds voice artists and future projects? I don't think so.
No.
Not that we can say now.
No. There we go. Why not promote Firestorm at the next San Diego Comic Con?
We probably will, actually.
Well, there you go.
Andrew, I don't think we can say about the thing that you're thinking of if it's the same thing that I'm thinking of.
Right.
Yet.
Yeah.
But if it's the thing I'm thinking of, I did speak to the person you're thinking of about the thing you're thinking of.
Yeah.
And it's all fine.
And he was thinking what you were thinking.
Yeah, everything's good.
Right.
I think that's it, though. Anyway, look, should we play a game of something?
Because please let's play a game. I spent so long. What do you want? A bit of fab or fib or a bit of blankety blank?
Well, blankety blank always comes first. So should we play blankety blank?
Blankety blank comes first. Okay, go on then. Hit it.
Here we go.
Appearing tonight on Virgil Tracy, Destiny Angel, Officer Orange, Atlanta Shore, Captain Scarlet, and Dr. Venus. And here are your hosts, Richard James and Jamie Anderson.
And here are those idiots live in front of your face.
How dare you?
Well.
So, here we are with blankety blank. I mean, you know the form by now, don't you? I've got some... I better be careful because I'm showing the answers. We've gone all lo-fi again, and I've written some things on bits of paper because that's the way we like it now.
lo-fi now.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got some quotes from... actually, they're from all over the place this week, this month. There's one... Anyway, you'll see. So, I'll give you the first one. So, fill in the blank to this. Give me the name of the character who said it, and the production, and
the word, obviously.
Oh, and the word, obviously.
And the blank, yeah.
The blank, and maybe even the name of the episode, and that would be great. So, Oh No Virgil, which is a big clue, I would imagine, as to the name of the series.
You probably narrowed it down a bit.
We've brought the wrong blank. Oh No Virgil, we've brought the wrong blank. Game time, says Robert Monk. Game, says Joanna Hollis. Reddy's fingers, Chris Dale. Trousers. Oh no, Virgil, we brought the wrong trousers. Isn't that a...
I think they're crossing into another universe.
That's right, yeah. Very good. Andrew Clements, trousers. Packed lunch, says Nick McCarty.
It's only one blank.
Yeah. Security guard Scarlet keeping you in order, says
Pod.
Michael Horgan. Pod. Yeah. Box Sun Pro Brains, says Harry Rayner.
Well, he might have got that, mightn't he?
Yeah, he might have got it. He might have spoiled it for everyone there, mightn't he?
Yeah.
Or I might have done by reading it out.
Anne Cassidy, Rob Cassidy, Andrew Hyde's got it, Ross Patterson's got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Robert Monk says
smarty
cheese.
pantses.
Gary Hodgkinson says pod.
Joe Hollis has got it.
Yeah.
Michael Horgan.
There we go. You're right.
Not got it there. Stuart Lush has got it. Go on.
Yeah, it's Oh No Virgil. We brought the wrong
box.
And it's Brains, Thunderbirds, Sun Probe.
Lots of you got that because
Yeah.
you're all aficionados, but the Virgil thing definitely helped. If it was oh no blank, we brought the wrong blank, then you might have been in trouble.
Oh yeah, okay.
We should have done that.
Yeah, should have done that. Yeah, never mind. Too late now. Now this one is not a quote from a production, but I think it's quite a well-known quote if you know your Gerry Anderson stuff.
Is that two? Is it two blanks or is it one blank? Or you can have both?
It's two, isn't it? Surely it's two
I
words.
just wondered if it had been contracted. Anyway,
a bit like Newsnight or something.
Yeah, I'm going to check, but
right.
carry on.
Okay, I'm going to say it's two. Gerry, if you want to make a television series about that blank blank, I'll back you. So fill in the blank there. Who said it? So who said it and what are the blanks there? Gerry, if you want to make a television series about that blank blank, I'll back you. What could that be? Sorry for spoiling, says Harry Rayner. We forgive you, Harry. Thanks for joining us. Cake, says Don Chandler. Okay. Gerry, if you want to make a television series about that blank blank, I'll back you. Well, Andrew Clements is straight in. Christelle says chipmunk. Now, chipmunk definitely is one word, though, isn't it?
Yes.
I'd love to see a Gerry Anderson series about a chipmunk. It would be called Chippy, though, wouldn't it?
Why would it be called Chippy?
Where's the chipmunk?
Okay, fine. Yes, that's it. That's it.
Johan, yes, you're right there. Yeah, it was Lou Grade, absolutely, Keith Hazel, that's right. Policeman, says Andrew Sierre. Talented puppeteer, says Andrew Spooner. Well, really? Hi, Andrew. Yeah.
But annoying child. Joe 90.
Oh, good. Yeah, I like it.
Joe, if you want to make a television series about that annoying child, I'll back you. And then Joe 90 was born. Precocious git.
Yes, all right.
Sorry,
we know you love Joe 90.
I do.
Yeah,
I did a thing the other day talking about Joe.
Yeah,
in a nice
did you?
way,
Yeah,
but
that's right.
Secret.
Yeah, okay, yeah, great, yeah. Stewed apples, says Robert Cassidy. Now, it is, of course, as many of you said, light bulb, and this was the quote attributed
light
to...
bulb. It's very musical.
To Lou Grade.
Yeah, in a moment of doubt where Lou wanted to reassure Dad that he had Lou's absolute trust and faith.
Yeah, that's right.
So there you go. And
of course he then went on to make The Adventures of Lighty, didn't he?
Yes, Lighty and Bulby, those pair of chipmunks.
What are you saying? Is it one word or two? I know you're itching to tell us.
The problem is actually it's both.
Exactly.
Some
it's
dictionaries
either or.
treat it as a compound and others don't.
Yeah.
So either would be fine in this instance.
All right, great.
So it could have been blank or blank blank.
Okay.
Anyway, here's one for you.
Yeah, here's one for you. Now, I made a bit of a mistake in this, so you have to forgive the crossed out word. But I thought, well, I'd plough on anyway. Call it what it is, Chief. Blank blank in a blank blank. And what could that be? So if you can give me the character name and the production that it's from, that would be great.
The character name, the actor who played said character.
Well, that's very niche.
And the production name.
Yeah, they wouldn't get that. Call it what it is, Chief. Blank blank in a blank blank. What could that be? Michael Horgan's spaceship. I don't know if that's for this one or the previous one. I think that's the previous one, wasn't it? So Andrew Clements. Oh, he's right in with a suggestion.
What a smarty pants, maybe.
Call it what it is, Chief. Blank blank in a blank blank. Yeah, what could that be? And if you could name the actor, you get bonus points as well. Don't seem to be many takers on this one.
I think we've got an extra delay.
Yes.
Get Jamie in Dictionary Corner with Susie Dent, says Rob Cassidy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right, fine.
Christelle, Olivier-nominated actor, you mean? Well, you see, I have to point out I'm not an Olivier-nominated actor.
You were in an Olivier-nominated production.
Yes. But,
anyway, hot dog and a toasted bun.
I like it.
Oh, I'm quite hungry again now.
Yeah, yeah.
Andrew Sia, you don't know.
Really?
You're going to kick yourself in a minute.
Call it what it is, Chief. Blank
Mark
blank.
Simpson Wedge, got a good memory.
Blank. Yeah, red dust in a slight breeze from Firestorm.
Chocolate cake in a bun tin.
Light bulb in a blender.
Rowan's got it as well.
Great, excellent. Sandstorm
Peter
from
Littman,
Firestorm.
you're not far off.
A rabbit in a blender.
Just...
Wayne Forrester, says Andrew Hyde.
Mind blank. Sounds like brains.
Well,
put them out the misery.
It is actually. It's Call It What It Is, Chief. Red dust in a slight breeze from that legendary character, second technician in Firestorm. So,
as played by
the one and only Richard James.
Yes.
Great friend of ours. So well done everyone who got it. If you didn't know, well, head over to the Firestorm page, firestormhq.com. Take a look at the minisode. You'll hear that in the first couple of minutes.
That actual phrase, as said by Richard James himself. I did quite like chocolate cake in a bun tin. And hot dog in a toasted bun.
Yeah, that was great, absolutely.
So thanks, gang.
Yeah, those wrong responses, says Johan, are so great. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're right, weren't they? Good
Top
fun.
notch.
And that concludes this month's Blankety Blank.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah. I think we should just have a recap for people who've joined us about the fantastic news. I know we're going to be repeating ourselves, but there may be people watching now who weren't watching, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So, what is the news, Jamie?
We had a fantastic 5-course lunch.
Yeah, that is the best news of all.
No, it's Firestorm.
Yeah.
Should I do it again all in one
Yeah, go on, take a deep breath. Off we go.
Gerry Anderson's Firestorm, filmed in Ultramarination, based on an original idea by Gerry Anderson, first created between 1999 and 2001, is now going into production starting in spring 2019 for 26 full commercial half hours, and you're going to be able to join us for the ride at youtube.com/firestormhq.
Yeah, great. Excellent. There we are. So that's the big news. I mean, it's just worth repeating, isn't it?
It's probably worth repeating because some of the people might miss it.
Absolutely right. Yeah. So that's great. So do tell all your friends. Firestormhq.com. Send a link to all your mates, and make sure that everyone knows about it, because we want as many people along for the ride as possible. Yeah. And as Jamie said, we'll be showing you behind the scenes, and hopefully we'll be doing Fab Live and podcasts from the studio floor, so you get to meet some of the stars and the puppeteers like Andrew Spooner and some of the model makers, and
but also to meet the whole crew.
Yeah.
I want it to be really like you get to meet everybody.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to meet someone who's sort of second assistant cameraman, you'll meet them.
The gaffer. Yeah.
Well, we're back. Right.
Ah, great. Here we are.
Give it 13 seconds.
Excellent. Okay.
And we should come back.
Okay. Right. It's been bonkers tonight.
What's going on? Terrible.
So, thank you for bearing with us, everybody.
Yes.
I think
we're back.
Yes, we have to. It's just the vagaries of my broadband, I'm afraid. So
all the Mistrons or Black Orchid,
or the fact that we're about to do Fab or Fib.
Yeah, I think that the whole internet said, "Nope, sorry, I can't tolerate Fab or Fib. It's so rubbish."
So thank you for bearing with us. Thank you for coming back to us. If it happens again, well, just
sit tight and we'll come back again.
Yeah, that seems to be the pattern, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So let's get on with Fab or Fib, shall we? So, I'm going to give you 5 facts.
Hang on, you haven't done the title sequence yet.
Oh, come on. Title sequence?
Yeah, it's a sequence of 2 images. There, see?
That's the
worth
title
doing
sequence.
That, wasn't it?
And you were the man that brought Gerry Anderson's Firestorm to the screen.
Got no budget for this.
Yeah, well, exactly. So, 5 facts from the Gerry Anderson universe. You all know this, don't you?
Oh, I've got to draw them.
Yeah, Jamie's going to draw them as we go. Only one of these is correct. So you have to answer either fab or fib to each of these facts. However, there is only one rule. If you have used your fab, you cannot use it again. So be sparing with your fabs. So, fact number 1. Scott Tracy voice actor Shane Rimmer, Jamie, and your magic pen, gives his name to a visual effect developed for film which was first introduced in Thunderbirds.
Right.
His suggestion of using water sprayed onto cling film over a camera lens to simulate drizzle is known throughout the industry as a rain shimmer.
Oh, I see.
Is that fab or fib?
I've just got it now, yeah.
Is that fab or fib? Andrew Spooner said we had no budget for Firestorm either, just cream eggs.
That is true.
Did you?
Yeah, we really, really did.
Not got any left over that you thought you might share with me?
No, we did. I think we ate about 1,000 cream eggs between us in 10 days.
All right, fine. So lots of people saying fib. Anthony Blunt, fib. Peter Dernan, fib. Jenny Shirt, hello Jenny, says fib. Bill Barkley, fib. Oh, crikey. Robert McCaskey says fib. So Scott Tracy voice actor Shane Rimmer gives his name to a visual effect developed for a film which was first introduced in Thunderbirds. His suggestion of using water sprayed onto cling film over a camera lens to simulate drizzle is known throughout the industry as a rain shimmer. Come on, let's see it.
That's all I could do in the time.
No, that's good. That's fine. We like that.
Yeah.
Nice Thunderbird 1 there.
Thunderbird 1
yeah.
And a rain cloud.
That's great.
See what I did there?
Yeah, lovely. I think it's a fib, says Scott. Fib says Andrew Hyde. Fib says Mark Simpson Wedge. Great, Jamie's drawing again, says Edward Grabowski. Hi, Edward. Yeah, we love all this, don't we? Right. In the most unusual case of a Gerry Anderson crossover, singer Gary Miller, who was the vocalist on the Stingray theme and Aquamarina, joined Gary Raymond, who played Colonel John Gray in the UFO episode The Man Who Came Back, in a 1964 musical comedy called She Loves Me.
What?
The soundtrack to which was subsequently released by the record label His Master's Voice. Is that fab or fib? Fab or fib? Jenny Shirt's birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Jenny
birthday,
Shirt's
Jenny.
Birthday.
Gosh, passes around some virtual cake. Well, that's nice. Thank you very much for that, Jenny. And I hope you have a lovely day, and thanks for joining us on your special day. In a most unusual case of a Gerry Anderson crossover, singer Gary Miller, who was the vocalist on the Stingray theme and Aquamarina, joined Gary Raymond, who played Colonel John Gray in UFO, in a 1964 musical comedy called She Loves Me, the soundtrack to which was subsequently released by the record label His Master's Voice.
Right, now, this...
what on earth is going on?
An unusual collision between Stingray and UFO.
That's fantastic.
Stingray.
That's great.
UFO. You see.
Yeah, that's very good. So Fab says Michael Horgan. Fab says James Pilson Wood. Fib says Robert Patterson. Fab says Bill Barkley. Says Robert Cassidy. Fab says Johan. Keith says Fab. Peter Fab. Rebecca Jane Stoker says Fib. It was my birthday last week, says Andrew Clements. Just saying.
31st.
I don't think he wants you to say that.
21st.
That's better. Not sure. Keeping my fab, says Joanna. Okay, you're keeping that under your belt, are you? Right. The next one. Voice actor Charles Tingwell is noted for voicing many a role in Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, including Lieutenant Belmont, Captain Brown, and an airport operator. Strangely, before working as an actor, he spent time as an actual airport operator in Australia. The name of the airfield? Belmont Brown Aerodrome. Come on then.
How am I supposed to do that?
Get to work. Voice actor Charles Tingwell is noted for voicing many a role in Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, including Lieutenant Belmont, Captain Brown, and an airport operator. Strangely, before working as an actor, he spent time as an actual airport operator in Australia. The name of the airfield was Belmont Brown Aerodrome.
Airfield?
The airfield.
You're making it even more complicated
Yeah,
now.
Belmont Brown Aerodrome. True or false? Fab or fib? Fib, says Keith Roberts. Oh, it's Christopher Bates, 27th. No, his birthday on February 27th. Lol. Fab, says Bill Barkley. Fib, says Peter Durnan. Fib, says Lauren. Fib, says Scott. Let's have a look at it.
Well, just in an Anderson style, normally they do an establishing shot of the place with the sign outside.
Yeah, they would. That's true.
What, that is supposed to be a sort of vaguely Fireflash-esque thing. I mean, it's rubbish. But...
Yeah, no, it's not rubbish. We love it. We love the fact that you make such an effort, Jamie. Fib says Gary. Fib says Andrew. Fib says Harry. I want it to be Fab, but I'm still going to say Fib, says Andrew. Okay. Fib says Jenny. Fib, but nice, says Ned Kelly.
Oh, a nice Fib.
Yeah, yeah. Barry Gray archivist and Gerry Anderson aficionado Ralph Titterton once famously salvaged the original studio recordings of Elton John and Kiki D's Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Music producer Stuart Epps was working at a sound studio in Bray while Gerry filmed Terrorhawks and gave Ralph access to his tapes, which included a lost recording of the song. So the world has Ralph Titterton to thank for Elton John's only US #1. Is that Fab or Fib? I can't wait to see the drawing of this. Fab or Fib? Barry Gray archivist and Gerry Anderson aficionado Ralph Titterton once famously salvaged the original studio recordings of Elton John and Kiki D's Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Music producer Stuart Epps was working at a sound studio in Bray Studios while Gerry filmed Terrorhawks and gave Ralph access to his tapes, which included a lost recording of the song. So the world has Ralph to thank for Elton John's only US #1. Fib, says Roger. Fib, says Keith. How Richard talks you into drawing, Jamie, I'll never know, says James. Oh, he loves it, James. I can believe that, says Andrew. Fab.
Oh no, it's gone a bit wrong.
Fib says Jenny Shirt. Fib says Mark. Fib says Anthony. Fib says Ross. Hello, Brian Coombs. Thank you for joining us. Fib says Harry.
Right.
Come on then.
Just bear with me.
Let's see.
Put number 4 on there so I know which one's which.
Okay.
So, this...
Yes.
This is
someone in a bar.
This is some music.
That's some music.
This is Elton John with his star glasses.
Oh, I see. That's not someone in a bar then. Let me guess. Is that Ralph Titterton looking in a skip full of old stuff?
That is Ralph Titterton skip diving. And we've all seen him do that. So there you go. That's my very best...
That's lovely. That's brilliant. But it hasn't convinced anyone. Oh, actually, Nick McCarthy says Fab. Robert Hill says Fab. Martin Smiggy Smith says Fib. Fib says Gary. Fib says Robert. Fib says Scott. Don't Go Breaking My Heart was much earlier than Terrorhawks. Can't be right, says Pierre.
What was the thing?
What do you mean, what was the thing?
Sorry, no, I was...
The thing you've just been drawing?
No, what was... He said it was later than Terrorhawks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time Richard can draw. No, I don't think so. Can you sing the line to help me make up my mind, says Ned Kelly. Nope. Right, and finally, so if you haven't used your Fab yet, then this must be Fab.
Yeah.
By default.
What is the Fab? Fit or Fib? What is the fact? I don't know.
UFO's Gabrielle Drake is descended from the Elizabethan seafarer Sir Francis Drake. Indeed, her family home is Wenlock Abbey in Shropshire, gifted to Sir Francis by Cluniac monks in 1583. It's said to be haunted by the ghost of Sir Francis himself, who is often seen walking its corridors in full armour, although Ms. Drake professes never to have seen it. Fab or Fib? If you've used all your Fibs, then this must be Fab. UFO's Gabrielle Drake is descended from the Elizabethan seafarer Sir Francis Drake. Indeed, her family home is Wenlock Abbey in Shropshire, gifted to Sir Francis by Cluniac monks in 1583. It's said to be haunted by the ghost of Sir Francis himself, who is often seen walking its corridors in full armour, although Ms. Drake professes never to have seen it. Is that fab or fib, true or false? Richard could act the scene rather than Jamie draw it next time.
I'm happy with
Well,
that.
that would be a bit like charades, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You're happy with that, are you?
I'm anything that stops me able to draw makes me happy. Yeah, so I ran out of inspiration on that one a little bit.
Oh, dear.
I've drawn the official Drake family tree, showing exactly how Gabrielle is a descendant.
Great.
Obviously, some details are omitted for GDPR reasons.
Nice.
But yeah, there's their family tree, proving Sir Francis up here with Mrs. F.
Yeah.
Mrs. D.
Yeah.
And Gabrielle down here.
Yeah. Ralph Titterton says, thank you for making my day.
Well, by exposing the truth to the world,
absolutely.
Ralph.
Or is it? Keith says fib. Andrew says fib. Fib. Total fib, says Ross. Fib, says Gary Hodgkinson. Fib. Number 2 is the fab, says Steve. Fib, says Robert. Fib, says Mark. Fib. I'm already fab, says Martin. Fib, says James. Number 2 is fab, says Michael. Yeah. Number 2 says Ross. I'm going to go with number 4 as the fab, says Robert. I'm saying 2 as fab, says Chris Honey. I wanted to be fab, but it's a fib, so number 2 is a fab. Okay, blah, blah, blah. That's fine.
Not
Great.
blah, blah, blah.
But, you know,
Carefully written answers.
Yeah,
Do you want to go through them quickly?
Number 1, did Shane Rimmer give his name to a film technique of showing rain by spraying water on cling film, called throughout the industry the rain shimmer? Number 2, did singer Gary Miller, who sung the Stingray theme, join Gary Raymond, who played Colonel John Gray in UFO, in a 1964 musical comedy called She Loves Me? Was voice actor Charles Tingwell, who played Lieutenant Belmont and Captain Brown, an airport operator, actually an airport operator at Belmont Brown Aerodrome in Australia? Did Barry Gray archivist and Gerry Anderson aficionado Ralph Titton actually find the lost studio recordings of Elton John's and Kiki D's Don't Go Breaking My Heart? And finally, was UFO's Gabrielle Drake actually descended from Elizabethan seafarer Sir Francis Drake? Wow, that's been a bumper crop, hasn't it? So I think there seems to be something of a consensus.
Is there?
Yeah, lots of people. Gary's saying, I'll go for number 2 as fab. Andrew Sierra, number 2 is fab. Ashley Bell, number 2. James Pilson Wood, number 2. Anthony Blunt says number 3. Emma Nichols says number 2. Jenny Shirt says number 2. Should we cut to the chase?
Let's cut to the chase.
It was number 2.
Yeah, and there's the proof.
That's right. So thanks very much to James Fielding, who sent this in to me over the last few days. And there is an album he found in a charity shop, I believe, featuring
Gary Raymond and Gary Miller.
That's right. 2 Gerry Anderson luminaries.
Yeah.
It looks rather fun, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And so, yes, if you would like to send me any fab or fibs that you think I could use, do get in touch. fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk. And if they're worth using, I'll use them. But I shall be the final arbiter on these things. And my decision is final.
Probably best.
But I do like the idea of acting out next time.
Yeah, or somebody suggested just Pictionary, where we just,
And of course, Chris Dale will be with us, possibly.
Of course.
So we'll have a third member
Chris,
to join
who will be really thrilled to be here.
Apparently, judging by his enthusiasm earlier.
Yeah. Anyway, well done everyone who got it right. That seems to be lots of you this time.
Yeah, very well done to you. Absolutely.
So
yeah, great. So there we are. So that's all I have to offer.
Now.
Oh, yes.
If you would like to win this.
Yes.
And if you haven't been here the whole time, then you'll say, what is this?
Yes.
Well, it's a piece of paper with a grease stain on it.
Ralph Titterton says he wants that drawing, by the way.
I'm sure I can give that to you, Ralph, no problem. This is a menu from today's very special celebration of the unveiling of a plaque at the King's Arms in Cookham, the birthplace of Parker's voice, as in Parker from Thunderbirds, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Now, it was a Thunderbirds themed menu. Scott's Rocket Amuse-Bouche, Virgil and Gordon's Green Pea and Mint Soup, Alan's Stellar Surprise, Gordon's Undersea Choice, John's In Orbit around a melting chocolate and peanut bomb, and it was amazing.
That's lovely.
Lady Penelope's Wines. And the menu is signed by David Graham, as you can see there.
Yeah.
If you want to win this, it's a one-off.
Yeah, it is a one-off.
And the grease stain is by David Graham himself also, so it's marked in 2 ways.
Yeah.
Then all you have to do is email the answer to the following question to fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk.
Yes.
Make the subject line competition or something like
that.
that.
Yeah, we need your address as well in the email.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, because we can get it afterwards once we picked a winner, can't we?
Well, I just thought it would cut out a step in the process, wouldn't it?
Anyway, if you want to win the menu, Here's the question.
Go on.
Which live action and little known film did David Graham make an appearance in the early 1960s?
Right.
It's a Gerry Anderson produced.
Yeah, don't mention it here. Don't put it in the comments.
Don't put it in the comments. But yeah, so which little known Gerry Anderson live action B movie did David Graham make an appearance in the early 1960s? Send that to fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk and we will pick a winner before next Fab Live.
Yep.
And you could be the winner of this piece of history.
Signed, stained menu.
Signed, stained, delivered, it's yours. There we go.
That's right, well done. Chris Dale, well, he's upped the stakes on the enthusiasm front by saying, OMG, I'm so honoured, is Wonderbrill about possibly joining us next month. Thank you, Chris.
It's easy to rescind your invite.
You know. Harry Rayner, now he's a man of great taste, I think, because he said another great edition of Fab or Fib.
Thanks, Harry. What made it the best? Was it the facts
or the drawings? I think we all know that. Pam Rose says, hi, you two. Love from Pam Rose.
Oh, hi, Pam Rose.
Hello, Pam.
Haven't seen you for a while, Pam.
No, haven't seen you for years. Hope you're well. And no, thank you for joining us, however briefly, for the end of the show. Yeah, great.
Fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, should we tell them the news all over again?
Come on, Jamie, because it is such good news, isn't it? You know, if you've been with us for the last hour and a half, then you will know this. David Graham's Grease Stain sounds like it could be Richard James's next touring production, says Duncan Wilson. A one-man show.
Richard stars as the Grease Stain.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Where do we email the answer if we want to win? Well, Pierre, you email it to fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk.
Yeah. And I think we should also include the following.
It was Elaine's first Fab Live. Thanks for
Well,
Elaine.
Sorry, Elaine. I'm so sorry you joined us.
You must be terribly disappointed.
Yeah. Send them all of those as well, bar the one that you need to send to Ralph.
So the winner will also get my absolutely rubbish drawings, except for the Elton John one, which I have to send to Ralph Tiston, who is the star of this. Well, Ralph Bottom is the star of this.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Well, Joanna says she still thinks that Jamie should be signing his artwork for competition prizes. Yeah. Keith Roberts strangely says it's one of the best Fab Lives. I mean, he's easily pleased, isn't he?
Because there were those several breaks during it where we went offline.
Yeah. That'll be it.
Gave him a break.
Yeah. Ralph Titterton says he'd love to join us at some point. Well, that'll be lovely,
welcome, Ralph.
Yeah, we can make that happen. I'm sure at some point. It's been a blast as always, says Robert. Yes, absolutely, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Andrew Spooner. New Gerry Anderson is happening right now. Well, I don't know where he's got that impression.
Never heard of it.
Come on, tell him the news.
Yeah, so look, you all know this now. Gerry Anderson's Firestorm, brand new puppet series, all crazy explosions going off, vehicles launching, 90% filmed in camera, so that's miniatures, practical sets, real explosions, and puppets. The most advanced puppets we've ever used in a system we're calling Ultra Marination.
Like it.
It's going into production next year. Spring of next year, we will be filming 26 episodes, and you can join us all the way along with behind-the-scenes stuff, news and tidbits at youtube.com/firestormhq. So please go there and subscribe and watch the minisode and share it as widely as possible. That really, really helps. And also email the broadcaster of your choice where you think Firestorm was set. I think it sits nicely weekend evening on a primetime channel. So in the UK, we'd love it if you'd email the BBC and say you want to watch Gerry Anderson's Firestorm on the BBC. That would be great. If you're in Australia, 9 or ABC would be brilliant. TVNZ in New Zealand, PBS and Hulu and others in the US. Just email your broadcaster of choice. Even 5 or 6 emails to broadcast about one show can make all the difference.
Yeah,
so
and
please do drop them a line.
I mean, I have to say the views that you've received already on the minisode being on YouTube. That if a children's TV series were to pick up that amount of viewers, that would be a very respectable and healthy number of viewers.
Oh yeah.
For a kids' TV show. So we know that there is an audience out there.
Absolutely.
Because they're already watching.
They are, and please do keep watching. If you haven't already watched it, go and do that.
Yeah.
Share the website, firestormhq.com. I'm going to start putting some stuff up on there shortly.
Yeah.
Blogs and that kind of thing.
Yeah, great.
Bit of behind the scenes, bit of chat, and keep listening to the Gerry Anderson podcast
Indeed.
as well.
Yes, that happens every week. So every Monday we launch another episode of the Gerry Anderson podcast. You can listen to it on iTunes, Spotify. Jamie puts it up on YouTube, on Stitcher, whatever platform you listen to your podcasts on. Download the Gerry Anderson podcast every week, and we'll keep you up to date with all the Firestorm news that we can think of, plus other stuff from the Gerry Anderson universe. You can get in touch with us there. podcast@gerryanderson.co.uk. We'd love to hear your emails and questions, your audio files as well. If you want to send us a little voice message on your phone, again, email that to podcast@gerryanderson.co.uk.
We'd love that too.
If you want something on FAB Live, which will be coming to us in early December, I don't know what the date is, first Monday in December.
Hang on.
Yeah, then
Keep
you
waffling
can,
and
I will
waffle
waffle. I can waffle for England. You can get in touch on FAB Live at gerryanderson.co.uk. Send us pictures of your toys, your collections, your DVD box sets.
Monday the 3rd of December.
There you go. Put that in your diary.
That's our Christmas special, is it?
It's the Christmas special. It
And
will
then
be.
we'll probably take January off.
Yeah.
And then come back in February.
Yeah.
So yeah, bumper Christmas edition.
Yeah.
3rd of December.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll see you there. And see you at the podcast in the meantime.
Yeah.
Any last minute mopping up of James Fielding says, cheers chaps, I'm off to listen to the podcast in a bit, says Robert Monk. Excellent.
Brilliant.
Excellent Firestorm news, says Edward. Jamie, you are a star.
Oh, thanks,
I think
Edward.
that's pushing
very
it a little
kind.
bit. But,
yeah, it probably is pushing it a bit.
Andrew Hyde, can Richard James have a lead role in Firestorm full series? Absolutely. The campaign starts now. James Beach, I hope the BBC buy it and not ITV. Okay, fine. Thanks again, chaps, says Keith Roberts. Dennis Neal says BBC would give you an Anderson channel 24 hours a day. Or
They should do.
Yeah, lovely.
And I did see up there somewhere Peter Littman said it. Firestorm belongs Saturday night, BBC One, 6:35 p.m. I completely agree. Peter, send them that email right now.
Yeah, because it kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we'd love to see it there.
Great. So, there we are. And I think, are we still live? Yes, we are, just about.
Yeah.
Thank you once again for joining us. And thank you
Yes.
for sticking with us through all the gremlins and mishaps.
Yes. Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
There might be another gremlin now, who knows? But let's just go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bye-bye. Have a nice evening.
Bye,
See you
everyone.
again.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Right, just chat for a minute, shall we?
Yeah. About what?
Well,
Apparently there's some Gerry Anderson news. I don't know if you've heard that.
No?
No?
Sounds like nonsense to me. Never heard it.
I mean, I'm not going to be watching, but...
No,
you know.
no.